TWR presents your daily video with the best market news, signals, and alerts. TWR simply is your one-stop shop. TWR Monday Madness. Before we get started, I have to highlight our fully digital options trading one-on-one course. At the end of this video, I have a more in-depth description, but I want you to stay for the whole video and listen to at least what I have to say and go to the website and look at the information and ask me any questions. But if you're interested in upping your game and truly learning how to make money trading options, this course right here, a fully in-depth digital online course, this is for you. So definitely stay for the rest of the video, get the details, and hit me up for any questions. Stay tuned at the end for upcoming products and services. TWR Alert Update. It was kind of a light day in the market today. I went ahead and hopped into that YouTube trade I gave you yesterday. Put out that I was hopping into YouTube trade. Got my average at 130. Looking for that 2x. Pushed out an update on it that it was up about $27 a contract. Definitely a good opportunity to trim some profits off of it. And we'll go ahead and swing this one, and I'll do an update video like I always do with the updated trade once we close out of this for profits, probably tomorrow, maybe the next day. We'll see how this goes out. For those of you that were wondering, this was the trade we went ahead and took, and if it's around the same price that I got in, feel free to go ahead and hop into this trade tomorrow. They got earnings coming up, and it's definitely looking like it wants to break out of the shell, and I hope to the upside. This is the chart, and this is why I'm super bullish on it. I mean, when you got consolidation in range like that, and you're looking at the top level of that range, you gotta respect the trend. And hopefully we go ahead and we peak from the battle zone here, and we poke to the upside, and we can even clear that 225 on our way to a new high and a new range level, maybe even at 230 with these government contracts. Energy trades were fire today. Look at this trade right here, XOM. We went in at 90, came out at 110. That's good for 20 per contract. CVX, cha-ching, entered this trade. Absolutely just broke out of the shell. Ended up pulling back a little bit, but we were way out of it before it did any type of damage. 77 came out multiple times, finally came all the way out at 160. That's absolutely damage, and we took all that money straight to the bank, guys. Great trade right there, round trip. And we scaled out a little bit in INTC. Now, I am a bull on this one. It's been beat up pretty hard. I know there's a lot of naysayers out there, but I think they're going to surprise people on their earnings. And I think that we've been beat up for so long that it's due to have a little bit of a run here. So we took a little bit off the top, got $5 per contract. We definitely have time. We push all the way out into 18 October. It's cheap, guys. This is one of those cheap plays that's worth the risk. And the bang for the buck is definitely there, okay? Because this thing could absolutely get some volume underneath its wings and absolutely sail to the promised land. And guys, remember, these are just my trades. I have over 35 analysts and algo bots that push money-making fire every day. $100 to $1,000 per day is possible as a TWR market warrior. So quit wasting that money that's not making bank. Join TWR. The link is in the description. Stocks that I like. Okay, so here's how the chart's gonna go. Basically, you're gonna see three colors: purple, blue, and red. The purple, that's our battle zone, all right? Triggers on the high and the low that give us the idea of continuation to either our high target, which is blue, or our low target, which is red. Definitely gotta use these as trigger points and ideas because the volatility of the market can change the landscape in an instant, okay? So very cautious, head on a swivel, and be ready to attack. Let's go ahead and start off with SPY. SPY, we are at a particular level. We've had quite the run, right? And anytime you get a shape like this that we're seeing, you kind of got to think that the cool down will happen, okay? Now, we're looking like we probably will get a little bit of a push and go test that 460 area before we get our next pullback, specifically if earnings stay fairly decent moving into this earnings season week that we have. But if we start to shake specifically with the large cap and the tech type of earnings, and they start to underwhelm, which are anything that come in line to a little shaky, okay, then it'll probably give some shakes in the market and we could see the pullback that everyone's expecting, and SPY could actually come all the way past that 450 area and we could go retest the 440. So just be on your toes and be ready to adjust fire and ride the trend whichever direction it goes. But battle zone, utilize it and look for the follow through either to the blue or the red target line. We already talked about BA, and you guys know that this is the fourth free trade of July. We're trying to make some money off of this. I like this one for a breakout of this consolidation pattern here that we got, kind of flagging in this rectangle pattern. I think that we get the breakout to the upside, and I hope that we get that moving into earnings and through earnings. So I'm expecting to have some pretty decent earnings, specifically with these government contracts and these reports of the engines and the birds and the things of getting back to good business for Boeing. So definitely bullish on this one and high hopes. Starbucks looking pretty decent here. Looking like we kind of hit bottom and we could be in for a little bullish run. I like this to break out of this current level to go test the 104, 105 area. We'd have to see how we can perform above that 105 area to see if we can hold those levels. We're definitely far away from holding those 110 or above areas, but I like what I'm seeing here. If we can keep the volume and keep the momentum going and we trigger above the battle zone, take a long shot and go long on this. Contracts are pretty decent for this, and it might also be a good opportunity to start nibbling into a position if you want to go long with shares. GE, we talked about this one. This one's absolutely one of those V-shaped type of stocks. I think GE is going to cool down a little bit. I still like the stock. I think they have a lot in store, but anytime you see a stock that just absolutely took off, I mean, look at that 66.40 just back in December, and it's absolutely just ran all the way up to 112, sitting there at 110. I think that people are going to start taking some bread off the table. I think that maybe they do well in earnings, but they might show a little bit of forward guidance, kind of, some wishy-washy news, and we see a little bit of pullback kind of coming back down to that 106, 105 area where we find some support. So I'll actually be looking for probably some put plays on this one after earnings to see if we can catch some of that downward trending pressure from just some basic selling. Penny stock mayhem going on. Good opportunity to get into BBIG. Definitely, if you see this start trending, don't be afraid to go ahead and grab yourself up 100 or 1,000 shares of this and see if you can catch a runner. It's starting to broaden out. You can definitely see the volatility in the candlesticks, and this thing could absolutely run. Now, you don't want to catch this on the ride up. You want to catch this on the ride down so you can ride this up, okay? So definitely don't want to get this at the 570 or 580 point, okay? You want this down at the 434 or 4 point level, okay, and then we can ride this up. But we definitely have to see the turn. Right now we got the inverted hammer. It's kind of bearish. Look for a little bit of pullback. We can see the bullish momentum, the bullish volume come back into it. We can think about going long, hop in some shares, ride this up for 50 cents, maybe $1 if we're lucky, go in kind of deep and come out with some decent money on a day trading opportunity. AMC breaking people's hearts, man. This was a good trade. I gave you guys a free AMC trade today, and we were able to capitalize, make a little money on this one. But those who wanted to swing and were expecting this to go to the moon, you guys are probably disappointed, okay? Because you can see huge volatility, but definitely looking pretty bearish right now, kind of coming back to reality. And here's the free trade alert I gave you guys. As you can see, I pushed out all my social medias. This is the Twitter right here. I gave you guys the contract, I gave you guys the price, and then I even told you guys where we were at and gave you guys the idea to go ahead and secure some profits because you went in at 10 contracts on the cheap trade, you were up 100, you hit the promise that we got, that $100 to $1,000 per day, a decent day trade opportunity off some quick momentum. So definitely don't leave any bread on the table, and when you're green, take it. I want you guys to pay attention to Mattel, okay? With all this Barbie movie booming and stuff like that, okay? There's a lot of stuff going on with Mattel, okay? The chart is looking pretty decent, okay? I actually like Mattel for a push to the upside. I think that they can get the bullish movement, push, and start attacking 23, maybe even 24, $25. This Barbie mayhem is going to go crazy. You can contracts will be fairly cheap, and you can start to buy some time. Push out about a month or so. Give this some time. Relax a little bit. Let this thing kind of do its thing, and then you'll be able to make some money, I think, coming back to it in a couple weeks. TWR Free Trade Alert. And with that, I want you guys to go ahead and get the 5th YouTube trade for July. I want you guys to go in and buy a mini leap on MAT, $25 call. We're looking out at January 19th, 2024. Volume's good, open interest good, delta, theta, everything is beautiful on this. The price range, I want you guys to try to get this within $10 or $15 of the current price. And if we can get it a little bit cheaper, that's beautiful as well. But definitely looking to get this in the morning, and I think this will pan out. It'll be a little slower than some of the other ones because it's not going to have the sparks that, you know, the big caps have, but this is definitely one of those high probabilities that's going to pay out in the end. So I'm going to go rather heavy on this one, and I think we're going to be able to make some bank. And last one, I want you to pay attention to Snap. They got earnings coming up. Snap is at that level where we're knocking on the door of some intraday, intra-level type of resistance. We definitely have lower resistance there at the $12 range. If we can hold this battle zone, we can definitely go peak up at that $13, $14 range. It's been knocking on the door of that before. So I definitely think if they can come out with some decent earnings, come out with some, forward guidance that shows some, profitability angles, specifically with AI and the augmented reality stuff, I think investors will start to go in with this one. If you remember, not too long ago, this thing was a $50, $60, $70 stock. Okay, so anytime you get this below $15, this is a buying opportunity, in my opinion, to go long on shares for this particular stock, nibble in positions, get your money, and definitely if you can find leaps on this for a decent price, I'd go out on leaps, pushing out into 2024 and 2025, always. And I lied. I'm going to give you one more. Amazon. I like Amazon at this level. I think we're able to hold this battle zone and we can break to the upside and go attack the higher levels. If we break down at the battle zone, we'll go look for that lower levels, that 123, 124 area. But I think we're going to start finding that support where we're at currently, and we'll be able to start peaking up and going back to attack the 135 area. It wanted to hit that 140. It wants to hit that 140. It wants to break out of this area. So I think that the investors will find it in themselves and it'll start to poke and push back to the area sooner than later. So definitely, if you got the time, invest in this one. And I would definitely start to look for long opportunities, specifically on any time you get the dips, start looking out 2, 3, 4 weeks out if you can afford it, and looking for the opportunities to go long at the money, in the money as much as possible. Upcoming products and services. I am super excited to give you guys our brand new fully online digital course. Check this thing out, okay? Options Trading 101 is the fundamental course that is equivalent to a 5-week course. Now, we've provided our award-winning courses multiple times, but what we did is we took the best of all those courses, created the digital content, and we remastered it and put it into a category so that every quarter, we're going to go back in there and revamp this. So what does that mean? Well, every student that goes in and purchases this course gets inducted into the forum where you get into the discussion posts and the videos and the homeworks and all that stuff. And every quarter, TWR staff is going to go in there and update the videos, update the content, update the forums, the homework, and make sure everything is still relevant. So you go in for one course, you can stay the lifetime of your trading journey and talk with current, past, and future members in this digital virtual online education platform. Fantastic opportunity, guys, and I am so excited to offer this to you. This is one of the things we've been working for 3 years solidly in creating, and we finally got it done. We finally got it right, and we're finally putting it out to you. So all you guys got to do, go to the website. This is the specific link, and it has all the options there. There's two options. You have the base course, or you have the base course plus a mentor package. So we got something for everybody there. Like I said, once you're in the system and you're in the course, it's good for the lifetime of your investment journey. All the updates, all the forums, all the discussion, all the homework, everything we update quarterly, you'll have access to from now until, I don't know, until the internet isn't a thing anymore. So definitely, it's worth your time, worth your effort. At least go to the website and check it out and see if it makes sense. And you can hit me up for any questions, and I'll give you any answers you ask about it. But definitely, this is something that we're super proud to present to you, and I hope you get a lot of participation, because I think that everybody who takes this course is going to come out there and be a fantastic trader and make a ton of money. All right, team, I got the TWR Levels Lady Sunday training links out for next week. And guess what? You don't have to be a Discord premium member to get the training now. I have a link on Telegram for you. So I got messages all over the place like, hey, I used to be Discord, or I don't like the Discord platform. Can I still get the training? I got you covered, okay? You can get it on Telegram. Now, listen, if you don't know who Levels Lady is, man, she's fantastic, okay? People are making tons of money. Just last week alone, she gave 4 stock picks, okay? 2 of those went for over 100%. One of those went for over 500%. And Goldman Sachs, that thing almost hit 1,000%, okay? People are making a tons of money. And with the class, you get a week long of chat group as well, where she's giving you the tips and the signals to ride out the training for the week in hopes of getting 5K on the journey. So it's definitely worth the money. Get spun up. Get some training on, and hopefully get out there and make the money on your journey to $5,000 per week. I'll see you guys there. The links are in the description. All right, guys, let's talk about this next class I got, TWR Trading Market Waves. I'm going to teach you guys how to ride market shifts for big bank. Now, I'm not talking about the 5 and the 10% gainers that we hit on the regular every day, okay? We're talking about riding waves for some serious money, okay? 100, 200, hopefully 500% gainers, okay? Yes, they don't happen all the time, but there's a method to the madness, and when you apply the strategies, you can absolutely ride swing trades for huge money with discipline and strategies that work. I'm going to teach you guys how to do this, okay? 5 August at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, $15 gets you a seat, and everybody gets the recording. You go to traderswarroom.com/upcoming classes to purchase your seat, and I will see you there. Traders War Room is your one-stop shop. Try our TWR one-to-one mentoring. Does the market have you feeling like this, or wanting to rip your hair out while you watch your account dwindle? If that's you, then Traders War Room has you covered. Our one-to-ones focus on you as a trader or investor. The Zoom session connects you with a TWR professional. Whether we're covering charts, developing a plan of attack, or being strategic and deep diving on the how, why, and execution of trade plans, TWR one-to-ones will give you the confidence to attack, conquer, destroy, and make the market bend the knee in 2023. Join TWR and bow to no one. Book your session today. The link is in the description or on the website at traderswarroom.com. Let's go to war. We cover it all at Traders War Room, whether you're looking for stocks, options, futures, Forex, crypto, or even sports betting, or you want real-time alerts, live trading, algo signals, or even if you just want to be part of a community of like-minded investors to grow, learn, and share together as a team. Something for everyone, every budget, and every style. Join TWR today and trade with the bulls. The market is our war zone and stocks are the battle. Join TWR and let's go to war.